All right, everybody. Welcome into the Fly for Fun show with Captain Ray Kelly and myself, Johnny Drone Flyer. Today is February the 7th, and we got two great guests today. We've been talking in the back room a little bit with Kevin Fowler, Daddy of 13, and Tony Snycerski. I may have probably said that wrong, Tony. I'm sorry, Tropic UAV. We're going to let them guys tell us their story today. And today we got those two, and we got our regular. We have some Part 107 questions there for that Amazon gift card we're going to give away at the end of the month. That's a $10 gift card to Amazon. If you answer the questions, we'll keep up with the answers for all month. Mike B, the Drone Ranger, won it last month. Captain, he did pretty good on that. And Captain, so how was your week this week?
Yeah, I tell you, Mike B, he is good with those answers on the questions, and so is Ken Hubbauer. He was right behind him.
Yeah,
But my
Ken
week
was
was
right
great.
behind him.
It was really great. I didn't do much flying this week, but I got out on the boat a little bit, brought it down to get bottom painted, and that's all done. So I got it back, and I'll be going out hopefully fishing tomorrow. But um, I'm looking forward to next week because next week I'm gonna drive up to Ken Huffbauer's fishing camp. He has a fishing
Oh,
camp
really?
up in Ashton, Florida, and he says the fishing is great up there. So I took him up on it. I'm gonna go up fishing with him, and we'll be flying drones up there too.
Well, of course, I'm
Yep.
sure you two going. Yeah, y'all have to. They probably need to call the police before y'all get there and give them a little warning about you two guys. You know,
Well, let me say hello to some
Captain.
people in the chat first of
Yeah,
all.
absolutely.
Welcome,
Yeah.
Henry B, all the way from Germany. We're glad to have you. And Peter Carroll, welcome. Michael Blade, Lauren, good to see you. John Olson from Long Island. Herman, Phantom. Um, I'm sorry, Paul, Phantom Hodges drone. Dennis
Yeah.
Lovelady, always good to see you. SJM, Greg Pittman, Michael Roche up in Syracuse. He's probably getting a major snowstorm right now up there.
Yeah.
And Michael, Fly Zone, how you doing? And Greg Pittman. And it's good
Yeah.
to see
Greg.
everybody. Thanks for coming
Greg's
on.
hosting a Super Bowl party today. Yeah, Greg's hosting a Super Bowl party. He told me so. He might not be able to come on, but he said he definitely would sneak in. And I know he got all his money on Kansas City, and I think Captain Ray's got his money on Tom Brady. So yeah, it's gonna be an
Yeah.
interesting day today.
Oh, look at that. I got my little uniform on today.
I see that.
So, and there's SJ. He's in the house. How you doing? But yeah,
So, Captain,
it's going to be
yeah,
a
why
good
don't you?
game, I think.
Yeah, Captain, I know you got a big event, and I know a lot of people know about it. But why don't you go over it real quick, and then I know we'll parade this little promo video that you and Ken did. But tell us about that meetup you got on March the 20th.
Yeah. Well, again, I got my trusty little piece of paper here. We got 25 people coming for a drone meetup. It's called the South Florida Drone Meetup, and we're having it at the Riverview Park in Sebastian, Florida, on Saturday, March 20th. It should be a great time. There's a lot of good drone pilots coming. We're going to share knowledge and fly together. And we got FPV guys coming, as well as GPS drone pilots. So it should be a fun day. It really should. And Johnny, I did a little video with Ken and Mitch. We went there and did
Yeah,
a pre-flight at the location. And if you have it, you want to show a little bit of it?
yeah. Let me see if I can pull it up here without
And
clicking the wrong thing off.
we won't
Yeah,
bore you with the
that
whole
was
thing.
no. We'll play. Let's see here.
But it's a great little location right on the intercoastal waterway. And
All right.
I just hope nobody loses a drone into the intercoastal waterway.
Hi, welcome to
But
Adventures with Captain Ray Kelly. And we're here in Sebastian, Florida. And I'm with Mitch Weiss and Ken Huffbauer. And we're going to do a little drone flying. How you doing, guys?
Good. How you doing, buddy?
Good to see you. How you doing, Ken?
Today? I'm good. I'm good.
So what do you think of this location?
I like it. This will work for the meetup. Very nice. Yeah, this is where the meetup's going to be. Super.
It didn't take long, and Ken had one of his drones up in the air flying. It was a pretty windy day, and the drone was getting blown around, but Ken was having fun.
So, Ken,
Don't you dare.
yes. What kind of drone is that?
That is a Latrax
It
Alias.
was.
First drones I ever bought about three and a half years ago.
Ray, that looks like a great location.
It's windy.
All right. So anyway, we're gonna go up. Is the recorder going?
You see all the benches there.
Yep. Yeah, the park benches are separated nice. There'll be some social distancing. But if I was coming to this thing, I will get there early to get one of those.
There too. The great drone, the Sebastian Waterfront, Riverview Park is a great place to fly. It's gonna be a great drone meetup.
Photo bomb, photo bomb.
Look at those.
Mitch. Yeah, you got plenty of parking, it looks
These
like.
birds almost take out the drone on takeoff. Yeah, I almost lost my drone this morning.
I see that.
Missed it by a couple of feet, these seagulls.
And that's Mulligan's.
But that's a nice restaurant right there. I
Great
saw it.
restaurant right on the water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But as you can see, it's right on the intercoastal waterway, and there's some islands out there. People can take a chance and fly all the way out to the islands. And obviously, people love to do boat chasing, so you could follow some boats. I'm sure on a Saturday there'll be a lot of boats out the coastal waterway.
Yeah, that was
So
nice.
it should be a
And
fun,
Ray,
fun time.
that location really looks like promising because it's got like you said the benches and it's got like parking, so that's going to be really good.
Yeah, it will be, no doubt about it. It really, I'm excited.
Yeah, Ken
really
is
am.
in here. Well, Captain,
Hey Ken, how you doing?
We want to do the first question here, and we're gonna we'll do it a little bit different. We're gonna let everybody answer instead of interrupting our guests, and then we'll bring Kevin in here. We're gonna pop this first question up, and be the first one to answer, and we'll keep track of the score all month. It's a part 107 question, and here it goes. Which weather phenomenon is always associated with a thunderstorm? Lightning, heavy rain, or hail? A, B,
That's
or
such
C?
an easy question.
It is an easy question.
Yeah.
It is an easy.
Well, it's good. Some people don't even think about this, but it's good. So, some people will learn a little something watching
think
the
Grant
Fly for
Ariel-
Front.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Brant Ariel's got it.
Well, Mike B's got it. He's ahead of him.
Is he? Let's see. I made it. Did I miss it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Mike B. I don't. Is he intercepting our emails or something, Mike? Captain, is he on our email list when we test these questions?
Johnny, people are going to think this is fixed. They think we're giving them the answers.
Well, hey, Mike's on top of it. He likes doing it. He told me. Yeah, he told me through email he loves the participation. So yeah, hey, you know what? It pays off for him. So Ray, why don't you introduce our first guest, and we'll bring Kevin in.
Yeah. Kevin Fowler. I met him on Philly Drone Life. That's where I met Kevin. He was always in there, and we chat back and forth. And next thing I know, he's from Scotland, and
Yes,
I've been to Scotland, so I know how beautiful a country that is. And when Kevin does his videos there, they're amazing. They really are. So he's known as Daddy of 13 because he has a few children. So why don't we bring him in? He'll tell us more.
Welcome in, Kevin.
Hi, Johnny.
Hey.
Ray, how you getting on? Everybody in the chat. How are you getting on?
Absolutely. It's
Welcome.
great having you in today.
Thanks for having me on.
Yeah.
Much
Yeah, I was
I
telling
know Philly
everybody how. Yeah, I was telling everybody how I met you on Philly Drone Life with Mikey, way back
Yeah.
when.
Yeah.
And I love the
Oh, yeah, right at
videos.
the start. Yeah.
Yep.
Aye.
So anyway,
days.
Kevin, you know, our format basically is a little different than some of the others. We like to find out how people that are guests on the show, how they became involved in drones. And maybe you could just share that and anything else you want to share.
Okay. All right. Well, I first started because I'm a great lover of photography, and I had my own photography business. And then when I took my first stroke, it just kind of went downhill a wee bit. And I was not just on YouTube one day. I seen this drone thing. I was going, "What is this?" I said, "I like that," you know. So the wife went and bought me the Mavic Pro, and I've never looked back since.
Wow.
So from then on, it's
The
been costing me a
Mavic Pro.
fortune.
That was
Cost her a fortune.
drone?
What's that?
That's a base. The Mavic Pro was your first drone?
My very first drone, yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You stepped all the way up.
And then 6 months later, the Mavic 2 series came out, and I went, "Oh, look at that Hasselblad." She said, "What? I've just bought you this one." "Oh, I know, but look at the pictures, you know." And then I was stuck between the Hasselblad or the Zoom, you know. So because I'll go for the Pro, I'll go for that one because I'm really into my photography. So about 3-4 months later, I was like, "Oh, look at the pictures you get with the Zoom." She's going, "What?" I said, "Oh, that Zoom looks really good." I says, "Maybe for Christmas, you know, or maybe following year." But she got it for my birthday, so I had 3 then, you know. So that was all good. And from then on, it's just been the Mavic Air A2 and the Mini, now the Mini 2. So I've got quite a fleet going on. Quite a fleet.
Yeah.
Now I'm jumping into
you do
instant 360s and stuff, you know. So, and I can use them with the drone as well. So which is good. Yeah, it's very interesting.
Well, you know, I love your editing style. You know, yours is sort of different, and I see you know, you like editing your videos in a creative way, and that
Yeah,
must be because you're into photography.
Yeah. I mean, I would quite happily just take a video of just all pictures, but you know, nobody just wants to sit back and look at pictures all day. So you know, you're doing the videos is a quite important thing too. You know, you got to show who you are.
Right.
And before all the rules changed, you know, we were all flying like crazy and doing whatever you can, you know, over the top of rigs but now it's a wee bit different, you know. But that rig,
well, when you
I know the rig, the
when,
video I did with the rig, I know Port Authority as well, and I said to them, "I'm
okay.
with this rig because it's not getting used at the moment, just sitting there, you know." And I was actually there the last day it was getting used, where the boys were coming off, because the company asked me to go on and take photos inside the rig for their magazine. So yeah, so I knew fine it was not being used.
When you fly over the water there, and you leave from your house, your garden, right? You fly out
I
over
was
there.
a lot of times leaving from the garden, just straight up. So I've changed. I'm now near the water. The one I did with the rig, I was at the beach. I was at the water side. I used the Mavic 2 Zoom that day, the Mavic Pro and the Mavic Air 2, which was an amazing. I was using all 3 drones basically nearly at once. So 3 controllers, 3 drones. I was capturing all different parts of the flight,
And
you know.
you had all 3 drones up in the air at once?
All three up. And
Wow.
I was filming. I was filming 2 drones. Yeah, I was just filming 2 drones coming up close, and then filming the other drone coming in line with a pier with the other 2 drones, and then just shooting off. So yeah, heading towards the right.
That's cool. I have a hard enough time trying to film another drone. Never mind if I had to do it.
I was like,
myself.
I was like, keep buying the screens, you know. I was ducking and diving, but I took my time, and then no rush, you know. There's nobody about, nobody there.
Right.
So it was good. It was really good. I
Yeah.
enjoyed it. I mean, somebody even asked me a question the other day: can you use all your drones at one time on the smart controller? I said, no. It doesn't work that way, you know. Oh, I thought you had a smart controller using them all at one time. I said, no, you can't do that.
Yeah. Kevin, let me
Kevin,
say hello to a couple of people in the chat. And Brad,
go ahead,
Brad's in the chat, and Bob DeMarco. How you doing?
How we doing, lads?
I didn't mean to, but I like to say hello to the people in the chat.
Certainly.
Kevin, what do you use to edit? What do you do most of your editing on, Kevin?
iMovie. It's basic. It's I know it inside out, so it's not so bad. I know a couple of wee tricks on it. But I've just started using LumaFusion on the phone or on the iPad.
Right.
Which is interesting. It is interesting. I quite like LumaFusion. I'm starting to like it. I didn't think I would like it. I give it a wee try, so I just bought it, and I thought, okay, I liked it for a few weeks, and then I started playing about it. So yeah, I'm quite enjoying it.
Oh, good.
But my favorite to go to if I want a video, if I can get film sitting right now and then come home and I'll have a video within 10 minutes, bang, that's it, job's done. I get all my music when I'm on iMovie from the YouTube studio.
Oh, okay.
So it's it's quick and fast, and even with the moon stuff, you know, if I'm out there filming moon stuff with a big camera, it's just point shoot, keep an eye on where I am, and then just take it all in, throw it all in the iMovie. Jobs are good.
You know, and that's the best way to do it, Kevin, right? You film it, you come back, you edit it, and you put it up. Otherwise, you start falling behind, and it makes it more difficult. I'm behind like 5 videos right now.
Without footage to do 3 or 4 videos. You know, you don't have to use everything. Just take all your wee best bits and throw them in there. You know.
Right.
But I try not to film too much when I'm out and about. I just like to get the bit I want, and then I'm straight back home. Especially in this COVID, out, and that's the way I do it.
I think Kev might be you're still on. Oh no.
I think Kevin is frozen up, Cap.
All right. That's okay.
Frozen?
He'll become frozen. Yeah. I know we can hear him.
Oh, he's gonna try to come back
Rodney
on.
Bell in the house. How you guys doing? Thanks for stopping in.
Absolutely.
Steve
Captain,
Spears,
I guess. He's coming
Russell.
back on. Let me see. I'll add him back. There you go, Kev.
That's the joys of living in the Highlands. You get the crappiest internet. Oh my word!
No, actually, you sound pretty good now.
Yeah.
You know, the thing is, I'm paying an absolute fortune for this internet all year round, and because there's so many kids that are on their phones or their computer or their games, especially these Xboxes and PlayStations.
There's so much bandwidth.
You got a lot of connections going on.
I phoned up last week and goes, "What's happening with my internet connection?" And the boy says, "You've got 24 devices running at the moment."
Hey, well, you got mommy of 11 and daddy of 13. That's 24.
Yeah, there was 24 devices running away at the house between mobile phones and games.
Well,
Please,
Kevin,
children, cut yourself off.
I know it's beautiful over in Scotland and everything like that, but if you had one place in the world where you would like to fly, where would that be? Anyways.
Paris.
Okay, Paris.
I would love to fly in Paris.
All right. We haven't heard that yet,
Just-
Johnny.
No, we haven't. No.
Yeah. Yeah, I just love some of the places there, and I'd love to just be able to fly around and capture that moment, you know? I mean,
Yeah, but
you don't see a lot of Paris.
let's see. Yeah, let's see how he does on a really tough question, Ray.
Yeah, I know. Ask him.
All right, Kevin, if you had one drone, I know you got a bunch. Which one is the only drone that Kevin could keep? Which one would that be? Ooh, that's a tough question.
Everybody does this.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it'll probably be maybe the Zoom. Because
I think we
as much as the Pro I love for the picture quality, and the other drones have got their own features which are perfect, but the Zoom for me could be, I could get into places where I couldn't normally get, if you know what I mean. So
Yep.
to me,
And
it'd be
I
the Zoom.
think
If
we-
I had one drone, it'd be the Zoom.
I mean, everybody
I think
Everybody loves that.
Chat.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we've had that
yeah.
answer before.
Yeah, I do like the Zoom.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I don't use it enough. I don't think I use it enough. I do. If it was
I
one
know.
drone, it'd be
I
that
like
one.
the zoom feature. I like the zoom feature on the Mavic Air 2. I
Right.
use it all the time.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I mean. You know, I mean, when I do like a sunset here or a sunrise, a lot of times I will use the zoom, especially for the mountains. If the sun's coming down or over the mountain, you know, just over the mountains, it just looks like it's on fire. Sometimes you can zoom right into that, you know.
Right.
So that's what I enjoy about the zoom. You know,
Good.
it'll get you
Good
places
answer.
where you don't
A lot of
normally get.
A lot of people in the chat are sort of talking about their itinerary when they come to the meetup. And it's good to see that, the interaction about that South Florida drone meetup. So that's good.
That'd
Absolutely.
be very good.
I'll tell you
That'd
what,
be
hey,
good.
Kevin, if you sit tight, we're gonna roll this second question, and then we'll bring Tony in. Mike B is not eligible for this question. No, he is eligible. Just picking Mike. we're gonna pop this question up, Captain Ray, and keep up with the chat for me, if you would.
Yeah, I know.
Wind shear.
I tell you.
Wind shear can exist at all altitudes, low altitudes, or at high altitudes. That's an easy one. First answer. Somebody, Ken Hoppa is gonna write A, B, or C.
Oh.
Michael Wright.
Oh.
No? Did Michael get it?
Yep. You got it. Yep.
Michael Wright. Okay. Guy, you gotta be a Michael to win the question here. Good job.
I'm learning all this stuff right now.
Yeah, hey, you can learn something too, see? All right, well, Captain,
Kevin, you really have an interesting story.
Yeah.
Now, Kevin,
great job.
If you don't mind me asking, what do you do for work? Do you work?
I've been signed off due to having the strokes on fibromyalgia. I'm what they call non-workable because I could be okay today, and for the rest of the week I can't move. So they've signed me off.
Oh boy, okay.
I mean, I've had 2 strokes now, and I've had
a few. No, I didn't know you. I didn't know you had strokes.
Yeah, I think it comes from my mother. I mean, she recently passed away, but she had like 10 different strokes and years of these ITA, is it? They call it the mini strokes. So it's not much fun.
Well, you got you got to take care of yourself there, buddy. Hey, Captain Ray,
Yeah.
Let's bring. We got our second guest sitting in the wings here. He's in a prop room eating some of that crawfish. I think today we got crawfish back there, and so but Tony is sitting out there. So I think we'll bring Tony in, and Kevin, if you hang tight, then we'll do some general chat right after this.
Tony's coming all the way from
there he is.
Vero Beach,
Tony,
Florida.
welcome in.
That's crayfish.
he
Where do you come from?
Where? What did he say?
That's
Crayfish?
That's crayfish.
Oh, my! I got to boot you off for that.
I'm just
There's
kidding.
no such thing. There's no such thing as a crayfish, or there's no such thing as a pecan either. It's pecan.
Yeah, right. I hear you.
No, welcome in,
Thank
Tony.
you. Thanks for having me.
We appreciate you coming in on a Sunday afternoon. We know, hey, they actually do have a football game on today, but but no, we got a great crowd in here, and the premise of our show there, and welcome in, and hey, tell us all about your name of your channel is Tropic UAV, and we talked a little bit about before the show. You say you don't put a lot of stuff up, but you do put stuff up, and so tell us all about you.
Yeah, that's just a heavy hobby for me. I mean, I've got a fleet like Kevin does. I've got a bunch of drones, and what got me into the hobby too is cameras and photography and stuff. And when I seen what drones could do, I had to have one. They're very expensive, but that's just the way it is if you want a decent drone. But I started with some cheaper drones, some what are those bugs drones, and I was watching your channel, and the guy the other day, pecan, the guy the other day was talking about having like a 10-question thing when you buy your drone. Because when I started, I started in late 15, early 16, somewhere in there, and I didn't have a clue. And guys they chuck the directions, and just try to do what they can do, and nobody has any clue what to do, how high to go. I found that out little by little. A lot of stuff I was doing.
No, absolutely.
I was doing illegal.
Everybody used a quick start guide.
Yeah, exactly. And away we go. Yeah, but that's kind of how I started, and I don't know. And I got into the YouTube community, and and which is the greatest thing I ever did. And I've got a lot of friends all around the country and around the world because of a drone. And it's just a great thing. And I've been to spin up and spin down and all around, and I just love going to these things and flying my drone with other people, and it's a great hobby. It really is. It is.
It really, and the community is unbelievable.
It is. That's the best part about it. Is that the guys, the people, the girls that are in it. I've had a great time so far.
Get the spin down too. Hopefully they'll have it. Yep.
What's that? You broke up a little bit, Ray.
I said I'm hoping to get the spin up this year. Hopefully they'll have it. It's usually in September, if I remember right.
Yeah, that'd be great. The more people.
Tony, we're glad you're coming to the South Florida meetup.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't miss it for the world. It's right down the street. I mean, it's probably 10 miles from my house. I actually went there the other day and was checking it out.
Right.
And there's a lot of great restaurants and hotels along there too, along that area. So we can all get together.
Captain Ray is buying everybody dinner, so that's on him.
Yeah, that's what I heard. That real fancy place.
Only if I win the Powerball this week.
That's only if Tom Brady wins. If Tom Brady wins the day he is.
Hey, I know you guys ask questions, but I got a question for you first.
Sure.
Do either one of you guys have any drones in drone heaven?
In a what?
In drone heaven.
No, I don't. I have never crashed a drone. I'll be honest with you.
No, Ray, not you.
Nope. I mean,
Kevin.
I crashed my toy drone, the little toy
Kevin,
drone, into the wall, into the house, but I've never crashed one.
I actually
think
got
Kevin
one.
Does have one.
Does he? I've actually crashed my drone or sank it in the Indian River there, not far from where the meetup is, about 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
I was actually flying. I was flying and a rain cloud came up, and I was trying to fly out of the rain cloud. It came up real quick, and I brought the drone down too low and ditched it. And that was the end of that.
What drone? What drone was it, Tony?
Oh, that was the Phantom 4 V2.0.
Ooh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, that was an expensive.
Yeah, that's a hard one to take there.
Yeah, and I had drone insurance. You know, what do you call the fly, whatever it is, and but you got to have the drone.
The refresh, yeah, that don't do you no good if you don't have the drone.
No.
Yeah,
the refresh didn't help me a bit.
Jeez.
But you know,
I
hey,
know.
I almost lost my drone last week.
It happens. You had to chalk it up, you know.
I took it out on my boat. I'd fly for the Mavic Air 2 from my boat, and it was the most terrifying flight of my drone career.
I believe it. I believe it.
I thought it was going to be in the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah,
but I got it back with a hard landing back onto the boat.
It's like my wife. My wife doesn't like being next to me when I'm flying because I make too many noises and stuff. You know, like you know, oh my God.
Oh yeah, Ron Lockwood said he carried his in Spearfish Canyon. Yeah,
Ron actually drove me past the place where he crashed the drone and pointed to it. I was like, oh my God, straight up, nothing but trees. And I mean, it was heavy forest. I mean, there's no way you could retrieve a drone from that.
Right. I'll tell you, and you know, I've never, I don't know, I guess I've never had I've never really had a close call yet, but hey, you know, that could happen right after this show. I'm going to go up and take the Mini 2 up. So, hey.
Right.
You know, don't ever say never. And I can understand because there's a lot of good pilots that crash their drones.
A big tip for like new drone pilots would be, you know, set your return to home height is an important one. And also your battery for like returning. You know, if you're flying, you know, pretty good distance away and you know, you got it set to 5% or 10%, you might not make it back. You know?
No, that's got to be a bad feeling.
It is when it says landing, you know, and you're over woods or water or whatever.
Yeah. Well, you know what though? It's Tony, you know, there's some safe space.
What's that?
Go ahead, Ray.
A lot of times we have guests. Every guest gets asked this question: If you had a location in the world that you would like to fly at, where would that be? Any location.
I'd have to say I'd like to go to Alaska is where I'd really like to go.
We've had that before, yeah.
I mean, I'd really like to go there. The mountains, the scenery,
Alaska's beautiful.
Yeah. Maybe I can get Ron to take me out there. I'm sure Ron's been there. But yeah, I'd like to go.
Lauren Downhour said that from Canada. You know, he said he'd like to get some. That was one of his. He typed in. If anybody wants to answer that in the chat, go ahead and answer it, guys. But yeah, that would be a great place. I've never been to Alaska, but yeah.
No, I haven't either.
It's beautiful. The wildlife and the whales, the bald eagles, the glaciers,
all that. I know.
The fishing.
Bald eagles,
fishing up there.
Yeah, big time fishing. Did you catch any big fish in that boat yet, there?
Yeah.
Greg? You catch any fish?
No, I've only been out a couple of times, and the one time I ended up switching over to fly rather than fish, and so I haven't, not yet. Hopefully this week.
Cool. Yeah, that's a nice boat. I was checking it out.
Yeah, it is. Tony, what do you use?
Ron Lockwood. He's in the house. How you doing, Ron?
Yeah.
Hope you're feeling better. He was feeling a little down.
Yeah. Tony, what
Rodney,
do you use?
Yeah, if I didn't say hello to you earlier. How you doing, Rodney?
What's that, Johnny?
What do you use to edit when you do, what do you use to edit your stuff?
I'm a crappy editor. I just bounce around.
Yeah.
I had Premiere Pro for a year and I just didn't take the time to get into it deep enough. So I'm really, I've been using a little bit of everything, from GoPro stuff to whatever's on my Apple or, that's my weak point is editing. So that's probably
I'm a crappy editor. I can tell you.
Me too. I just don't have the time, I own a business.
But, And what do you do for a living, Tony?
I own a pest control company.
Oh, okay.
So I do, general household pest control, and I do commercial stuff.
That's good. Now I know who to call.
Yeah. And I also do, nobody probably knows what a no-see-um is, but we got these biting bugs that if you live by the river or by the ocean, they're called no-see-ums. Ray might know what they are.
Really?
And they're biting midges. They're about the size of, like the size of a piece of pepper. Right.
Really?
And they bite pretty hard. And so I install misting systems around pools and areas like that, and country clubs, and so that's what it puts out a spray of chrysanthemum juice.
Would that be a Jeanette? Would that be a Jeanette?
Yeah, right. A Jeanette. No, it's it's kind of like a Jeanette, right? But
you got anything for the Scottish midgie?
But these things really bite hard, and if you're from the north and you come down here, your grandkids and people they're gonna get all chewed up. Looks like you got the measles.
Yeah,
so I install systems that spray around a pool area or whatever, and it's a natural product made from chrysanthemum flowers.
Really?
So, yeah, and it goes off during the night for 30, 45 seconds, probably 3 times. So when you go out in the morning or in the evening, the bugs are gone. It works pretty good. It's
Tony.
Yeah.
Tony.
Good.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Have you ever invented anything for the Scottish midgie?
Scottish midges? No.
Oh my God.
No, but I've been to northern Canada putting these systems in for face flies and mosquitoes and stuff like that. So I go anywhere in the world to put these systems in if people want to pay. It's a high end systems. They probably start around 3,000 to 30,000.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So it's not something I put in every day, but
yeah, we have a big mosquito, in Louisiana, the mosquito problem. We had the abatement truck that goes by here about 3 times a week. Of course, I don't know if they spraying, it might just be a water mist they spraying, but we ought to not have a mosquito left in Louisiana as much as they spray.
Yeah.
But, it's kind of, they will get you, especially in the afternoons,
Well, mosquitoes control around here, they pretty much just study the mosquitoes, and I kill them. You know what I mean? They study them and tell it how bad they are. But so, I put these, it's not for everybody, it's because it is a luxury item. It's like having a nice car or something, I tell them the price. I'm like, oh my gosh. But, if you got a bad problem with no-see-ums and you can't go in your backyard to enjoy your pool or sit outside or outdoor kitchen stuff,
Right.
So that's kind of what I do. I kill stuff.
No barbecues.
Right. But
Tony, that's interesting, and your business. And the other question that we ask our guests is, if you had just one drone, and you can only keep one drone, which
you're gonna take them all away?
Would you keep?
You're gonna take all my drones away and leave me with just one? I know. I was thinking about that today, and
just one.
It's I was like Kevin, like, I don't know, man. I mean, I have the Zoom too. It's probably going to be the Mavic 2. I have the Mavic, or they have the Phantom 4, which I really love. And I actually told Chris Hope last week that it was my favorite drone, but I think because of portability, the Mavic 2, the camera and the port.
Yep.
I put it in a little camera bag and throw it under my arm, and I can get right on a plane and go right through, no problem. The Phantom 4.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And I've done it. It's
the Phantom 4 is right there for you.
But it's the same portability.
It's the portability. But I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the Phantom 4. That thing's great. Like you said, I got it right behind me over here.
Yeah. Looking at it.
It's a beast of a box, though, isn't it? To take anywhere.
Yeah, it is. It's fun to hand catch and stuff, though. And
yeah.
I've also got the Evo.
Yeah, those landing legs.
I've got the flying brick, I call it.
The Evo 2?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. The 6K Evo 2, which it's nice. It's smooth. But it's not a DJI drone. It's, what I mean?
Back coming in.
But anyways, I like that
So
one
Tony, can you
That's
fly
a big
just from your location?
boy.
From your location right there? Can you fly just from your location? You have to go anywhere? Or,
Yeah, I got to go somewhere. I'm a mile or
Yeah.
from the airport.
oh, okay. So you have
Plane's
to go
right over
somewhere.
my
every time.
house.
Yeah.
Yep. Can't do
Yeah.
it from here. So I got
Yep.
to take a ride and get out air maps and all that kind of stuff. You know what I mean?
Right.
I did find a
Right.
place down the street, down the road from the Sebastian Park there.
Right.
It's west of about 3 or 4 miles, a place that we can fly in a big field. I mean, it's a huge, huge area.
Really?
People that are scared of flying over water, if they want to break off later and go down there, that's another spot. And it's on the same road. It's right on 512 there. So the one that dead ends into the park.
Really?
Yeah. So it's actually by a AMA
Yep.
field. There's an AMA field for fixed wing pilots.
Right.
And it's by that area, but it's pretty nice. It's
remote control pilot plane.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's
And
right
they let
on the
drones fly there? They let drones
well, they
fly too?
It's about a half a mile or so from them. It's
Okay.
Yeah, it's a little bit further down the road, and it's right on the outside of air maps. So it's just legal.
Look, hey, Tony, you
Yes.
just got Ron Brown's attention with that Evo too. He
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see Ron bought one.
yeah, Ron's got one. Yeah.
How do you like it, Ron?
Oh, I think he loves that thing.
He's probably flown his more than I've flown mine.
How do you find it, Dave, when you're flying it and keeping connection? I know it's a good. They say it's a good picture.
It is a good picture.
But
And
when
I
you're
didn't really-
flying, when
I
you're
didn't really
flying
have
about,
any- Yeah, I didn't really have any breakups or anything on it. I was surprised. Kelly from Ready Set Drone said he's tried one out and he had a little problem with that, but I flew it, till I couldn't see it no more and brought it back. I mean, it didn't have any problem at all.
Really?
Now, the smart controller, which I love, but it's not good for very far. It you know what I mean? I don't know. It's handy, but it'd be good for doing real estate and stuff like that. But I guess.
yeah.
So Tony, you don't do any
I've
FPV?
never had any problem with
Well,
the smart controller.
No problems with the smart controller, Kevin. No problems with it.
No, never.
None.
No, even went
FPV
live. I can go live with it.
okay.
Everything. It's fine.
Oh, okay. I actually have the goggles, Johnny, and the controller, but I haven't got a drone yet.
Oh, okay.
Ken Dobo's actually making me a drone, and
Oh,
so
really?
I'll probably see him in March and probably hook up with him then. So I've been doing the simulator, and man, that's tough. I don't know if you ever tried the simulator.
No, I haven't. I just haven't had the. I don't know. I like watching it, but I don't know.
Well, I went to Spin Down out in Colorado with Sean Oz and Kelly and all those guys, and
Right.
I put my goggles on for the very first time, and I hooked up to Kelly Shore's his drone in the channel and was watching it. Here we're at 12,500 feet, and I was already feeling kind of swimmy. And after I watched Kelly for about 3 minutes, I was like, "Time to puke." So Kelly
That would
made me.
probably be me.
Yeah, Kelly made me.
I really.
Yeah, it wasn't good.
Hold on. Hey, Tony, if you hold on one second.
Carlos
Yes,
and Paul.
Oh, there's Mikey on there
Almost-
too.
But
Yeah,
I just
we got
didn't-
we got a few
Really
people.
don't like. How you doing?
We got Philly. We got Mike. Mikey's in. Peter Carroll. Ron Brown jumped in. Bob Casey, Aerial, RC Diversions. Who else? JSK Enterprise. Yeah, just trying to keep up with everybody. Yeah, welcome in, guys. I know it's
We have a good crowd. Good crowd.
Yeah,
good crowd. Yeah.
great crowd.
So Tony, what?
just
what
want to
made-
say-
Can we go over that last question?
yeah, we,
I just want to say
I think
about
you're
that
What did
question. The thing that Mike put up, Philly Drone Life, that he doesn't like the smart controller. I know he secretly likes the smart controller. I know this.
He's
Too scared to admit it.
Philly gives you and Kim a hard time, don't he? He gives you and Mommy a hard time. He loves to give y'all a hard time on his show.
It's 3 o'clock in the morning. What is it?
So Tony, what might be your next drone purchase? What do you think you might buy? What do you kind of, would you buy that Femi Mini or would you waiting for that the Air 3?
I'm waiting for the Mavic 3 and the Phantom 5 and no, I'm just kidding. The Mavic Mini, a Mavic Tiny. No. I don't know. I hope my wife's not watching the house. No, I looked at that.
I can afford any more Mavic.
Yeah, right. I've got a half a dozen of them now that I need to fly. But
yeah,
I was looking at that. Not that I could afford it, but I was looking at that Sony drone. But if you put a $2,000 camera on a Sony drone and it's only got 4 props on it, is the only thing. There's not 6 props or 8 props, and you touch something, you're done. That thing's falling.
Right.
So I looked at that Sony drone. I was like, man, it's nice, but it's only a quad. That's a lot of money flying for the air.
It's for the professionals, obviously.
Yeah. I don't know.
Not for us.
No, not at all.
Hobbyists.
I was kind of surprised by that Sony. I think everybody kind of thought that would be a middle price drone for everybody, but it's definitely not. Maybe they want us to hope.
I don't think that would ever be a middle price phone coming from Sony.
Didn't? Well, yeah, because of the camera. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. But I mean, that thing might, I don't even know the price, but even a few thousand, but
right. I'm sure it's up there.
He's waiting for the Femi Mini. I think that's going to be a good drone, Ron.
Yeah, we talked about the Femi Mini yesterday. I happened to just pop on. I had a rainy Saturday there, and we ended up talking about that Femi Mini, and I think that will be. I did order that C-Fly Faith 2, which we'll see. It's $299. So if I don't like it, I'll just sell it, I guess. But we'll see. But yeah, there's a lot of new drones. I think this year maybe we had so many last year come out from November to November that maybe this year may be a little slack. Seems like, but it's early yet.
I'm going to slowly creep into FPV, a little bit at a time, and try to pick it up.
Right.
I think FPV scares me. Too fast.
I really.
I like to be.
I wouldn't want to have to repair my drones, and I do a lot of repair.
What's that, Ray? I'm sorry you broke up a little bit.
No, as far as FPV, I just know I'd be crashing them all the time, and you have to repair them, and that's not for me. I just want to go out, have a fun flight.
Well, I think not that. Hey, I mean, I'm say we're old, but at least, but I think like John Cooper. John popped on yesterday on a little show we did, and they already have all that, the goggles and the soldering stuff, and they be doing that. So I think buying the one that's ready made for them is just not the thing. Now maybe somebody that's just getting into it, it may be a thing, but
But the thing with John Cooper, is that not how he started out building?
Right.
That was the first thing he ever did. Was it in college? He started building when he was in college.
Yeah, and I think they like that.
He's used to.
Well, it looks like DJI is getting in on it now. They're with their new FPV drone, and I hear it's got GPS in it too. So when you can't figure out what to do, you let go of the sticks, and it'll just sit there, and then away you go again. So.
Yeah, and I think that's going to have a market for some people, but maybe for those guys that actually fly it, I think for guys that actually do true FPV, they may not buy that. But the middle person kind of on the road, I know John, because he said the goggles he has may not work with it, and he don't want to start over. So, and how many John Coopers, are there out there? There's a lot, of young guys that like doing that,
Oh yeah, it's huge. A lot of people like to go drones.
Lauren Downhour said that, it looks like March the 3rd is kind of going to be tentatively that release date after this Chinese New Year, or maybe, so that drone is definitely coming out. And you know, if you watch Ken Herron the other night, both Ken Dobo and Ken Herron, they actually flown it. So, you know, they don't know where they got it from. They don't know where they got it from, they said, but they have flown it. So it just popped up at the doorstep. But, you know, and neither one of them sounded really excited about the drone. But, you know, because they do true FPV. So, you know.
Exactly. And it's probably not going to be for the true FPV guys. It's going to be for the newbies. They're trying to get more. Well, it's DJI. You know.
Right. No,
I think it's a lot of screening for that, isn't it?
Not a cheap drone.
No, not at all.
Well, I think, you know, Lauren, I don't know if you saw it, Captain. You know, he's talking $1,299, so it's not going to be the $1,500 that it was. Now that's not written in stone, but you know, not that $1,299 is cheap, but it is better than $15.
That's for
and then
the
you
kit.
have all your extras.
But that's with one battery, right? Then you want to get two. He didn't
really know, you know, it's true package. You know, I would think that they probably would offer more than one battery with that FPV, but I could be totally wrong, you know. But if you're gonna get like 20 minutes flight time, they will do a fly more, Kevin, you think?
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah, they would probably have to.
I don't see why not. They do it with everything else.
Yeah, it would be probably a case and a couple batteries, you know. So but that's an interesting drone. And then, you know, the FEMI Mini is, you know, you're talking about that. That's kind of the next little drone they've been talking about a little bit, and it's kind of exciting because, you know, of course FEMI, you know, got the horizon problem and they got the connection problems. But you know, maybe they'll, you know, we talked about it yesterday, man. They know what to go after. You know, they got two models now. They got the Mini and the Mini 2, so they definitely know what to go after to build a drone, you know, capable, or I wouldn't say it would be better, but it could be comparable to that, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, drone seekers, glad you stopped in.
Hey, drone
Thank
seekers, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks everybody for the chat coming in.
We got quite a crowd. We got a lot of newcomers in the chat, Johnny. You know, and it must be because of Kevin and Tony.
Nope, nobody's watching the Super. Of course, the Super Bowl's a little later. We appreciate you coming in today on Sunday. You know, we kind of was CaptainRay and I were talking a little bit during the week. You know, we didn't know what kind of crowd we'd have with the Super Bowl, and you know, but I am disappointed in CaptainRay. He had Tom Brady scheduled, but you know, I don't know what the deal is. You know,
he's got a big game later today. He couldn't make.
Well, you could have had his wife fill in. I mean, you know.
Oh yeah.
Well, guys, I tell you what, if y'all hang tight, we're gonna do this last question since we got a lot of people in, and you know, we'll pop it across the bottom. And so far, we got the Mike B and who was it? Mike Wright got the first two. And we'll keep up. And this goes all Michael Wright got the second one. This goes all month. So here it is. Thunderstorms can reach the greatest intensity during A, the mature stage, B, the downdraft, or C, the cumulus stage. CaptainRay, let me know who wins.
All right. I'll tell you.
Michael Wright is wrong.
All right.
Hey,
it was close though.
River City. Is that Brad?
Brad Alston. Congratulations.
Brad.
Yep.
Brad
Alston.
Brad Alston changed the name of his channel, guys, too.
So check out channel name.
Yeah, he did change the channel name. So y'all add Brad and make sure. Look, I do have everybody's link down in the description of the show. So you know, tune in and you know, check everybody's channel out, guys. You know, sometimes you realize you see people, but you might not be their sub. You know, I'm kind of surprised sometimes when I go through and I look and I say, golly, I'm not, you know, their sub, and I've been hearing those guys on for you know. So you know, definitely check that out.
Ron wants to know. I guess he probably heard Ron Brown. Brad Alston got that last question. Yep.
Yeah, Brad. That's his new name there, Ron. If you see it on the stage on the screen there.
Hi, Angela. Lost Girl Hikes. Welcome. Glad you stopped in.
Yeah, and I actually, Ray, I was going to tell you, I sent Angela an email today, and she is going to be one of our future guests because I'm kind of new to the community, but there's not a lot of women out there. But yeah, she's definitely, she supports a lot of streams and she gets on. So we're going to invite her on and get a different point of view. So she did answer me an email, and she's going to try to work it out here in the next couple of weeks. So we'll kind of look forward to having her on.
And she does some nice videos too. I've watched quite a few of her videos, and they're really, really nice.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, she's going to be a future guest. So we'll definitely get her on. I don't know if you guys saw yesterday when I was on. I don't have the link, but I guess I can put it. Marcus put up a link of they found a SD card in a drone in Iceland. I don't know how many of you guys saw that. I'll try to find it. But man, it was amazing. Some amazing footage, and a girl who found it actually ends up passing away right after that. So it's kind of it was pretty.
That's sad.
Really?
That's very sad. Yeah.
Yeah. It was
Johnny,
some amazing.
Tell everybody who's going to be on the show next week. Yeah, we got Brad Alston's going to be a guest next week, and Raze, Fly Natural. He's also known as Fly Natural.
Right.
Fly Natural. Yeah, we do. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to having both of them on our show. They're two great drone pilots, and we'll have fun listening to their stories.
Yeah, and actually, Captain, that'll be our last Sunday show. We all swapping over till Wednesday at 6 p.m. Central on the 24th. We won't have so we just found it Sunday afternoon. It's kind of hard to do every Sunday, so we're going to take a shot there on Wednesdays before the Coast to Coast drones. So we're not going to interfere with them. So, but yeah, next week will be our last Sunday show. But yeah, that's going to be fun.
Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully, everybody will follow us over there. Wednesdays seems middle of the week. Usually people are getting bored by the middle of the week. They're looking for something to do. But, we can't say enough to thank you all for coming in and watching us on Sundays, because Johnny and I just came up with this little live stream on a lark, really. We were just talking, and we fly for fun. And Johnny said, well, let's do a live stream and call it Fly for Fun Show. And that's how it all started.
Cracking
show. I will admit we didn't know. Yeah, we didn't. And I will admit I didn't know what the hell I was doing, guys.
You're doing a good job, Johnny. You too, Ray.
I don't know, really, having guests like you guys come on, and listening to your stories, because everybody has a story, and both of yours are very interesting. And I didn't realize you both had so many drones. I really didn't.
Right.
Yeah, it's a sickness.
And Kevin,
it is like a sickness.
But maybe one day you can come back with Kim and you guys can sing for us.
Oh, certainly.
There you go.
Love to.
Tony, you showed us something before the pre-show.
Tony playing the drums.
Do you want to try to show that to everybody? If you can flip cameras there?
Yeah, sure.
Let's see. Guys, check what Tony's got hanging up. Hey, look, he's got it hanging above him.
Yeah. Look at that. That's a 7-foot alligator on his ceiling in his studio there.
Yeah, it's got to hang.
DeMarco, that's a Florida gator. That's a Florida, not a FSU gator. Hey, his wife wouldn't let him hang that in the bedroom, so he hung it in the garage.
There's the
That's pretty cool.
There's the
and listen, I want to say hello to Eric. Before we end, I want to say hello to Eric. He popped in. He's all the way over in the Bahamas. Thank you for coming in, Eric.
I saw that. Sam Burns is in the house. Sam, welcome. Eric Rose, Angela. Yeah. Who else popped in? He'll get it back. I think he had a problem a while ago. He got to do a little flipping around there with those cameras.
I'm trying. I don't know.
Well, that's a good question, Ron. I don't, but I do think so. My cell phone worked up there fairly well, so, and I got that
There he is.
5G iPhone 12. So
Yeah. Well, guys, we've been
There you
on about an hour. We try to keep it. So if Tony, we'll start with you, and if you want to, tell us your goodbyes or whatever, and kind of we'll go around. And Kevin, you can be next.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me, guys. And I'm really looking forward to this thing in March in Sebastian, Florida, March 20th. And hope we can meet up with all our drone buddies. It's going to be a great time. I'm really looking forward to it. I really am. Nice seeing you guys
Thank
again.
you.
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. It was nice meeting you, and thanks for coming on. Kevin?
Yep.
Yes, thank you. All
Thanks.
the same, guys.
Nice meeting
I
you.
would love to one day, after all this COVID carry on and everything's back to normal, maybe meet up in one of these meetups. It'd be very interesting. I would love to
Yes.
do that. So fingers crossed one day it happens, and I get a chance to go over and see some of you lads. Thanks very
Right.
much.
Yeah, absolutely.
That'd be great.
Get through this
Yeah.
COVID. Hey, I got my shot. I got my shot ready to get my second here. So
Well, thank
Not had
you.
any shots
thank you.
yet.
Thanks a lot.
Kevin,
No
thank you.
problem.
You
Kevin,
know what it is,
thank you.
Kevin? You have to organize over in Scotland.
I know.
We'll come over to Scotland.
Yeah.
No problem. No problem.
Bill Thomas is in the house. Bill, thanks for popping in. Yeah, Captain.
Tom
You know what
Sanders
thing I
Hey,
do?
Bill and Chris
Yeah.
Wedgworth.
Yeah, thanks for coming in, guys. It was a great show today. I mean, really was. Kind of I'd say unexpected crowd, but it's maybe people. I know a lot of people. I say tired of football or whatever. I personally gave it up. I can't watch it. I can't watch the Super Bowl. I am kind of aggravated, but I did give it up, and I'm gonna finish it out today. So, but no, thank y'all so much. And I do want to say one thing.
Well,
Check all you. There've been some recent updates on the Mini too, the app update and the firmware. So they've had a couple kind of back to back. So I don't know if check that. Make sure they've had a couple. I think iPhone updates and they had some firmware. So those kind of seem like they came out back to back a couple days apart. I know the Android came out first, but yeah, make sure and check those.
Yeah, there's nothing worse going out for a fly and next thing, update.
Yeah, yeah.
Yep. There you go. It spoils it. When you're all ready to go fly, then you got to do an update. I know. It's terrible.
Well, it's.
But listen,
it's
everybody,
for
thank
safety, too.
coming in. It really is good to see everybody, and go Bucks. That's all I can say. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
Nice meeting you
great
all.
afternoon.
Cheers. Thanks.
Enjoy the Super Bowl.